or high. Cuenca, the city in Spain. Autonomous Community Castle, La Mancha. The administrative center of the province of the same name. The population -54800 people. Between the Cuenca rivers and Oquirrh. At the dominating height of 956 meters above sea level at the beginning of our era, there was the Celtic settlement. When here Romans reached, there was a small strengthened garrison which in 711 G was occupied by Arabs, having called it Cuenca. In the middle of the 12th century, the Arab geographer Al-Idrisi describes Cuenca as the ancient settlement near the artificial lake surrounded with well-strengthened walls. In 1177 the Castilian king Alfonso VIII takes Cuenca by storm and makes him by the capital of the kingdom and the center of the diocese. The city Christians who peacefully get on with the remains of Arabs and Jews gradually occupy. However, maintaining the new city code of laws, Fuero de Cuenca, generates religious conflicts which lead to formation of the quarters occupied on religious sign Muslims lodge around Manion's Tower. Jews on Cales Zapaterias. Till 16th century the city prospered. Since ancient times he was famous for production of wool and textiles. Here grew up a livestock and processed ivory. This craft in Cuenca was brought by residents of Cordoba. Attracted with money, here in Job searches there came artists and architects from all Spain. Mainly from Basque country. Building wonderful buildings and palaces here. So the Episcopal Palace, a number of monasteries, churches, several schools were built to the funds allocated by guilds of dealers in wool and cattle. Many of these constructions remain still. Cuenca strongly suffered from plague of 1588, then series of droughts, a locust epidemics began. Besides, the King Charles IV issued the decree abolishing shop production in Cuenca that the city wasn't a competitor to Royal Factory of Tapestries. As a result, the city gradually fell into decay. In the 18th century, the local bishop tried to revive weaving here, but failed. In the 19th century, Cuenca becomes the capital of a newly created administrative and territorial unit, Provinces Cuenca. In 1996 it is entered in the UNESCO World Cultural Heritage List as a rare example of the strengthened town which well remained medieval. Sites: the Baroque City Hall on Alfonso VIII Street. Plaza Mayor. Plaza Mayor. The main square of the old city. The Gothic Cathedral. On Plaza Mayor. It is Spain's first Gothic cathedral. His construction began in 1182, at Alfonso VIII. The facade of work of Vicente Lemperez is attached in the 19th century, according to the European architectural fashion of the time, to decorate ancient churches with neo-Gothic facades. The construction is completed in the 16th century, and the facade isn't ended still. Main altar of work of Ventura Rodriguez. Till the 12th century the Arab mosque was in the place of cathedral. At Cathedral, the small museum where El Greco's pictures are exposed is organized. Casas. Casas colgadas. Literally, trailing houses, with wooden balconies directly over the Oquirrh River. Unusual Gothic church San Miguel with the Arab motifs in furniture to which from Plaza Mayor Obispo Valero Street leads. Monastery of Alarms. A monastery of the saint patroness of the diocese. It is constructed in the 17th century directly over the hut of the local hermit. Represents itself composition from a pink central part with a graceful Baroque entrance and two side wings, simple and severe. There is a tradition by which visitors have to kiss the Madonna's raincoat on Good Friday. The San Pedro Church, a form reminds the Byzantine churches. The former monastery, a Carmelitec, now in is located Antonio Perez's fund. Episcopal Palace. The 16th-18th centuries. The Museum of Abstract Art in the house called the House of the Mermaid. Museum of History of Cuenca. Dominican Convent of San Pablo. The Museum of Science with models of time machines and various physical devices, a water of Torre de Mangana, are located on the square of the same name to which from Plaza Mayor Santa Maria Street conducts. The tower is the only remain part of the destroyed fortification which is put up by Moors. In the ancient time it served as patrol point. Reveal the observation that from where the view of the city opens and from where it is easy to see the small village of Ucals which is on an opposite slope in which Santiago in style of Rococo the Dominican female monastery fortress San Pablo towers constructed by Knights of Enamort. The 16th century, nowadays Perer, is organized nearby the seminary San Julian. 1746. And Monastery of Slaves of Mercy, with the church of the same name is placed. St. Philip Neri's Church. Area of Mercy. San Pedro's Monastery. Church San Pantaleon. San Pablo Bridge. Fabrics, carpets and woolen products of local production are widely presented in numerous souvenir shops. St. Mateo's Holiday. The holiday, typical for the Spanish cities, devoted to the patron of the city which for Cuenca St. Mateo is. This holiday is celebrated from September 18 to September 21. Traditionally this day on city streets there takes place the festival masquerade, the local drink representing fruit wine free of charge spreads. Also there takes place run of bulls, traditional for Spain, on the main square of the city. Sacred Week. This holiday is calculated on involvement of tourists from all Spain. This day on the central street there passes the parade of various figures, connected generally with Bible events. At the end of August St. Julian's holiday is celebrated. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.